Luna stood at attention in the Galactic Council's observation deck, her military uniform crisp despite the 20-hour journey through hyperspace. Beside her, Cameron shifted his weight slightly, his eyes scanning the assembled alien dignitaries with the same tactical awareness that had kept them both alive through 3 tours on the Outer Rim. The Vraxi ambassador, a being that resembled a floating jellyfish wrapped in ceremonial robes, pulsed with bioluminescent concern. Surely it translated through the chamber's universal communicator. There must be some among your species who are unsuitable for combat. The elderly, the scholars, those who dedicate themselves to art or philosophy. Luna exchanged a glance with Cameron, his jaw tightened almost imperceptibly, till she'd learned to read during their years serving together in the Terran Defense Force. With respect, Ambassador Luna began, choosing her words carefully. I'm not sure you understand the question you're asking. The council chamber fell silent. 17 species, each representing civilizations thousands of years old, leaned forward in their various ways. The Kryn delegation, massive reptilian beings who had conquered half their galaxy through sheer physical might, seemed particularly interested. Cameron stepped forward, his voice steady. Before I enlisted, I was a music teacher. I spent my days teaching children to play the violin. My hands were trained for delicate fingerwork, for drawing beauty from strings and wood. He held up his scarred hands. These same hands learned to field strip a plasma rifle in 14 seconds during the siege of Kepler-4 for to be. My grandmother, Luna added, was 78 when the hive attacked her colony. She was a botanist, spent 60 years studying plant genetics, never raised her voice, let alone a weapon. Luna pulled up a holographic display. She held her research station for 3 days with improvised explosives made from fertilizer and old mining equipment. Killed 47 hive warriors before reinforcements arrived. The Varaxi ambassador's colors shifted to a troubled purple. But surely this is exceptional. An anomaly. That's what we thought too, Cameron said, pulling up his own data slate. After the war, Command did a study. They wanted to know if there was a profiler type of human who couldn't adapt to combat situations. He paused, letting the weight of his next words settle. They're still looking. Luna continued the briefing, her voice taking on the clinical tone of a military analyst. They tested pacifists, people whose entire belief systems rejected violence, put them in simulation scenarios where loved ones were threatened. 93% found ways to neutralize threats. The other 7% died protecting others, using their bodies as shields. Artists, Cameron added, became camouflage experts and psychological warfare specialists. Accountants revolutionized logistics and supply chain disruption. A pastry chef from Lunar Station designed a dispersal pattern for chemical weapons that's now standard across the fleet. The Kryn war chief, a scarred veteran of countless battles, rumbled forward. You speak of adaptation. We understand this. The weak either become strong or perish. This is natural selection. No, Luna said firmly. You're not hearing us. It's not that humans become fighters. We already are fighters. Every single one of us. She gestured broadly. Our planet tried to kill us for 3 million years. Ice ages, predators, diseases, natural disasters. Earth was a death world before we even understood what that meant. Cameron pulled up an image of Earth, rotating slowly in the holographic display. We didn't have natural armor like the Kryn, no venom like the no hive mind coordination like the Formian. We were persistence hunters. We just kept coming. We chased prey until their hearts exploded from exhaustion. We populated every climate zone on our planet, from frozen tundras to scorching deserts. Our children play games that simulate hunting and combat, Luna continued. Tag, hide and seek. Capture the flag. We tell them stories about warriors and heroes before they can walk. Our entertainment is filled with conflict and resolution through struggle. The Vraxi ambassador's colors shifted again, this time to something resembling fear. You're saying your entire species is militarized from birth? No, Cameron corrected gently. We're saying that survival fighting's baked into our DNA at such a fundamental level that you can't separate it from being human. A human who can't fight isn't a type of human. They're just someone who hasn't been threatened correctly yet. Luna brought up another file. During the evacuation of New Sol, a concert pianist held off a hive incursion for 40 minutes using nothing but a maintenance robot she reprogrammed on the fly. She'd never seen combat, had no military training, but when 10,000 civilians needed those 40 minutes to reach the transports, she found the warrior that was always inside her. After the battle, Cameron added quietly, she went back to playing concert. Still does, actually. Won the Interstellar Chopin competition last year. The council chamber remained silent for a long moment. Finally, the Kryn war chief spoke. This is why you defeated the Hive. This is why, despite being the youngest species in the Galactic Council, we seek your military partnership. Luna nodded. With respect, Warchief, you don't seek partnership with humans. You seek reassurance that we'll never become your enemy. The statement hung in the air like a confession. Cameron stepped forward again, his voice carrying the weight of humanity's truth. Every human is a potential soldier. The poet, the painter, the programmer, the priest. We carry millions of years of survival instinct wrapped in a thin veneer of civilization. We build symphonies and sculptures. We write poetry and philosophy. We dedicate our lives to healing and helping, but underneath all of that, we remember. Remember what? The Varaxi ambassador asked, colors flickering with uncertainty. Luna and Cameron answered in unison. How to survive. Cameron continued alone. So when you ask which humans can't fight, you're really asking us to deny our own nature. Every human carries within them the potential for violence. Not because we're evil or barbaric, but because for millions of years, the humans who couldn't fight didn't become our ancestors. Luna concluded the briefing. The military hasn't found a human who can't fight yet, and they're still looking. But between you and me, she allowed herself a slight smile, I don't think they ever will. The council chamber erupted in discussion, a cacophony of alien languages and concern. But Luna and Cameron stood silent, two warriors who taught music and studied the stars, living embodiments of humanity's paradox capable of infinite gentleness and infinite fury, often in the same breath. That as they filed out, Cameron leaned toward Luna. Think we scared them? Luna shrugged. Truth usually does. Behind them, the Galactic Council continued their debates about humanity's nature, still searching for categories and limitations that simply didn't exist. And somewhere on Earth a grandmother tended her garden, a teacher tuned a violin, and a chef perfected a recipe, warriors all waiting for a threat that might never come, but ready nonetheless, because that's what humans did. They survived.